Welcome to Fayetteville in Focus, a program sharing stories from around the city.
Every 2 weeks, a new episode will air on FayTV, the City of Fayetteville's government access channel. FayTV airs on Channel 7 on Time Warner Cable. It's also streamed online at FayTV.net.
You can also watch individual segments of the program on social media by liking the City of Fayetteville on Facebook or following us on YouTube.
You may have noticed a new look and name for our channel. Since we're now streaming online and all of our videos available on YouTube, we decided to simplify the name to FayTV.
So it's a new look, but the same great content.
Our feature story today is about a new city partnership with Cumberland County Schools to provide career opportunities and job skills for local teens.
After our feature story, we take a look at some upcoming calendar of events.
But before we get started, let's take a look at local news in our Fayetteville in 5 segment. The North Carolina Symphony joined Fayetteville for an Independence Day concert on July 1st. The free concert was a celebration of America's 240th birthday with a medley of patriotic favorites and high-spirited classics, capped off with fireworks at Fayetteville's Festival Park. The concert is an annual event and starts off Independence Day celebrations. The concert sponsored by Fayetteville Cumberland Parks and Recreation, the Arts Council, and Reed Lowyer Chevrolet. You may have heard some loud banging recently coming from Festival Park that wasn't coming from the fireworks. Work crews are laying the foundation and preparing to install a new footbridge over the creek in the park. It will replace the old bridge and more than double its width. This will help alleviate the bottlenecking that occurs during large festivals such as the Dogwood Festival and the Folk Festival. The old bridge will be moved next to Ray Avenue to provide pedestrians more options when crossing the park. The Fayetteville Police Department helped to make one young man's wish come true recently. The Make-A-Wish Foundation asked for the police department's help in making 16-year-old Daniel's wish come true. Daniel's fighting cancer and is in remission, and he has a passion for law enforcement. During his visit with the Fayetteville Police Department, Daniel rescued a hostage in a scenario with the department's emergency response team before heading out on the Cape Fear River with the FPD's dive team. The Fayetteville Police Department then escorted Daniel to Fort Bragg to train with several units. The Fayetteville Police Department is burning up the internet recently when they threw down the gauntlet and challenged the Raleigh and Durham Police Department as well as the North Carolina Highway Patrol in the Running Man Challenge.
I've been watching you.
With help from the Fayetteville Cumberland Youth Council and the Fayetteville Police Activity League, the men and women in blue showed off their dance moves. The Running Man Challenge is part of the department's community policing efforts to build trust and communication with the community. Less than a week after the video was posted, there have been over 5.6 million views, reached more than 13 million people, and has been shared on Facebook more than 123,000 times. If you'd like to watch the video in its entirety, visit FayTV.net. The Fayetteville Area Habitat for Humanity recently donated a house that was scheduled to be demolished to be used by the Fayetteville Fire and Emergency Management Department and the Fayetteville Police Department for fire investigation training. Through a joint venture with the North Carolina chapter of the International Association of Arson Investigators, several fires were set within the home so that 22 students could train for their fire investigator certification.
This is unique for us because we're actually, instead of putting out fire, we're setting fires. The training is setting fires and investigating those fires. So we're going to take several rooms in the house and set certain fires so students could come in and investigate the aftermath.
Because it's real world experience. You know, they get a chance to actually go to a structure that was a true standing structure that was, burned, and to go in there and then actually analyze the scene.
The dilapidated home was acquired by Fayetteville Area Habitat for Humanity on Hedgepeth Street, where 5 new Habitat homes have been built within the past year. Once the existing home is demolished, the land will be used for the construction of a park. The Fayetteville City Council recently received the results of a feasibility study about the possibility of building a baseball park and bringing a minor league team to Fayetteville. The consultant hired to complete the study, Barrett Sports Group, said that according to a survey completed by Fayetteville residents, the market shows a strong interest in baseball, with 85% of residents taking the survey say they support a new baseball stadium and 87% believing that a new baseball stadium would benefit the community. The study also found that there's limited competition in the immediate market. The consultants recommended 2 possible locations, one at the intersection of Murchison Road and Rowan Street, and the second by the train station behind the Prince Charles Hotel. The owner of the Houston Astros has shown an interest in bringing a minor league team to Fayetteville, and the Fayetteville City Council has formed a committee during the month of July to explore the options for building the baseball park and to discuss baseball park negotiations. To learn more about the feasibility study, visit fayettevillent.gov/baseball. The Fayetteville City Council approved the city's budget for fiscal year 2017 on June 27th. The new budget raises property taxes by 2.8% to pay for the Parks and Recreation bond that voters approved in March. The fiscal year 2017 budget also includes a pilot project to add 3 litter crews, a right-of-way mowing pilot project, and a leaf season collection enhancement project. The police department will also move their central district office of operations from downtown to Sycamore Dairy Road. The city's budget is approximately $228 million.
Motion carries. Voting in favor.
Thank you for joining us in this episode of Fayetteville in Focus. Today I'm joined by Councilmember Larry Wright and Assistant City Manager Jay Reinstein. We're here to talk about the new STEM Workforce Development Program, which the city is doing in conjunction with Cumberland County Schools. Now, Councilmember Wright, you're one of the early advocates to help bring the city into this partnership. When you first heard about it, what was it that stood out to you, make you want to join a part of it?
Well, as a pastor and a minister and a community leader, I felt it was necessary to get our young people involved in the summer program, get them off the streets, keep them out of trouble, teach them skills for a lifetime. So I was excited right out of the gate.
And Mr. Reinstein, this being the first year that we've had this program, how many rising seniors or recent graduates are a part of our program?
We have a total of 13, Gaff, and 9 went to work at our PWC, and the other 4 are employed here with the city.
All right, well, let's take a more in-depth look at the new STEM Workforce Development Program. For years, Cumberland County Schools ran a workforce development program to prepare teens that enter the workforce.
We need to get them out and about so they can see and talk to people who do jobs, careers that they're interested in, and to learn the soft skills that they need to keep those jobs once they get them.
Recently, funding for the program began to dry up, and that's when the Fayetteville City Council stepped in.
And we identified that there was really a gap that had fallen through the cracks in the last few years, and that there wasn't funding specifically for high school internships. Some of the funding at the federal level had turned to students that were out of school or youth that were out of school. And so we wanted to see if we could do something about it and create a program that there's a lot of other cities across the United States that do this and do it very successfully. And so why not here in Fayetteville, and why not invest in our youth?
Council members Debbie Ayer and Wright brought up the issue before the rest of City Council, and together they authorized $26,000 to fund the program. What sets Fayetteville's program apart from others is that teens will be working in jobs related to the STEM fields: science, technology, engineering, and math.
Good. I wanted to be a part of this program because I was looking at going to college when I came back from basic. I'm at NC State and majoring in mechanical engineering. And this was a good program because I'm in the engineering section.
What we're going to be doing is pulling the hard drives out of these today. Yeah.
And then I got there and I learned more about it. And I was like, oh, I would love to do that. And they were like, which field would you be interested in? And I was like, technology or engineering. And I guess this is a mixture of both because it's technology.
For some teams returning to the program this summer, a job in a STEM-related field is already paying off.
The first year, last year, I was working in custodial at Varian Story Hills Elementary. And of course this year, working at PWC. It's just a great transition, and I'm learning much more than I did last year.
It gave me a chance to explore a field that I've never really been in before. It helps me figure out what I want to do for my future. So now I'm getting the training to know if this is something I want to do that can turn into a passion or if this is just a hobby.
Which is exactly why the city joined in the program.
They make those connections, and then hopefully they see what a great place Fayetteville is and the opportunities that are here in STEM and the job opportunities that are here. So when they finish college or finish their master's or doctors, they come back to Fayetteville and make it a place that they live.
The program also provides a solution to the old problem. How do you get a job when you have no experience, but you can't get any experience because you can't find a job?
Before, I guess the application people, they saw I didn't have any experience, so they weren't looking to hire me. And through this program, they'll help you create your own resume, so that way you can have some work experience. So the application people won't be like, oh, well, he has no experience, so we're not going to hire him.
it is hard for a teen to get a job, and I've actually applied for jobs for I think 2 years now, and this is the first time I've got it.
I'm going to put on my handicap latch.
In the end, participants benefit in more ways than one.
Yeah, this program was super beneficial because, one, it keeps kids off the street, and two, it gives them the work experience they need so they can get a job outside of this program.
I get mainly inspiration because now I know what I really want to do for my future, and of course now leaning more to engineering as a major rather than journalism. It's a great opportunity here.
I guess you get opportunities to meet people. I would say to be able to say, hey, I was interning at City Hall. I had an internship at City Hall, or I met the city manager, or I knew the chief IT person. It's just the ability to say you did something, accomplished something. You can get that out of it. It shows you if you like it or not.
It helps. It gives you an experience and a chance to learn. There's a lot that I've actually learned from this that I probably wouldn't have if I didn't take this opportunity.
I think I feel like I'm in a better place now because usually I would just be at home just sitting around not really doing too much, but now getting out more and actually expanding my day with actual knowledge has just helped me with a better mindset.
Looking to beat the heat this summer? There are plenty of options in the weeks ahead. A special baseball exhibit will be on display at the Airborne and Special Operations Museum in downtown Fayetteville through the month of July. The focus of the exhibit is on commemorating America's favorite pastime and on exploring the military's connection with baseball. The exhibit is displayed in the museum lobby and will remain up through the month of July. Museum hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sundays from noon to 5. And the best part, admission is free. Fayetteville Area Transportation and Local History Museum is hosting a special photo exhibition from now until January. If you're intrigued by the architecture and history of old buildings, visit the museum at the intersection of Ray Avenue and Franklin Street to take a look at Fayetteville area buildings through the eyes of noted photographer Francis Benjamin Johnston. You can see this and many other interesting exhibits that highlights Fayetteville's rich history. The Fayetteville Area Transportation and Local History Museum is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're at the Fayetteville Area Transportation and Local History Museum on a Saturday or a Wednesday, why not check out the City Market at the museum? The Farmers and Crafters Market operates in front of the museum every Saturday from 9 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon and on Wednesday afternoons. Farmers and crafters sell locally grown vegetables, fruit, eggs, honey, and other farm products. And depending on the season, you can also find plants, flowers, coffee, pottery, and other handcrafted products on sale. Are you curious about nature? Then you'll want to be part of Naturalist Thursdays at Clark Park Nature Center. During the program, you can explore Clark Park with a park ranger. It's an opportunity to increase your knowledge as a park ranger talks about a wide variety of subjects. July's topic is Exploring the Garden and takes place on Thursday, July 14th. Naturalist Thursdays takes place on the second Thursday of every month, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. The events are free and open to all ages. Call to register at 433-1579. The African World Peace Festival will take place in downtown Fayetteville on Saturday, July 16th. A 5K run will kick off the event, and the festivities will begin at 2 p.m. Come out and experience a cultural parade featuring local and regional bands, cultural dancers, arts and crafts, and African cuisine, as well as family-oriented activities and education. Prior to the start of the music festival, free health screenings will be offered from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Later in the day, a small ceremony will also be held to honor American soldiers of African descent. For more information, visit www.africanfestivalfay.com. For a calendar of events and a listing of boards and commissions and city council meetings, visit our website at fayetteville.nc.gov.
This will wrap up this episode of Fayetteville in Focus.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you would like to watch this or other FayTV programming, visit us on the web at faytv.net.
So remember, like us on Facebook,
subscribe to us on YouTube,
and keep watching our live stream on our website or on Time Warner Cable Channel 7.
Thank you for watching FayTV.